I'm here for Rock Team Publications Scotland at the O2 Academy 2 in Liverpool, where tonight Myles Kennedy is appearing on the latest leg of his Year of the Tiger tour. This time around, Kennedy is supported by DORIAN SORRIAUX. Well, we spoke to you in Edinburgh on the first night of the tour.
Yep.
How was Edinburgh for you?
It was great. It was the first show. I was really nervous, and I realized it's because since I got the tour offered, I've literally thought about it every day, because it's such a great opportunity for me to play my songs in front of big amount of people, and so it's like all this anticipation that I had over like every day thinking about it. When it actually happened, it was like, oh wow, then it was a lot of emotions going on, and so that was great. And then the show went really well, and the response from the crowd was really good, and so that set the tour for a really good start, and it's been really fun since.
So you've also played Belfast and Dublin this week.
Yep.
How did you find the Irish crowds any different from Scotland's?
Scotland was more quiet. The Belfast was the loudest. And so it's kind of like, it depends on the room too. But playing kind of like just an acoustic guitar and vocals, then it kind of like makes a big difference if the crowd is really quiet or really talky. And so Edinburgh was like really an easy crowd in that way, like really quiet during the songs and then really cheerful afterwards. And so I would say the Irish crowd was louder, but every show has been fantastic.
Which leads me to my next question, which is pretty obvious, but you're enjoying the tour.
Absolutely, yeah, for many reasons. Because as you've seen, the crowd, every show is sold out for a start so far, and on the tour, the venues are really great venues. And Myles and his crew are really nice and welcoming to us, and that makes it really nice, because the vibe backstage from the moment we arrive is just great. They're like, hey guys, showing us around, and so really thankful for that. And also Myles, being really nice and supportive. So yeah, it's been going amazing.
Have you managed to catch any of Myles' set?
Absolutely, yeah. The last every set, but especially the last one, because there was a balcony that you could access from backstage, so then we could really get a good view of and a great sound, and that was a great show.
So people may know you from Blues Pills,
Mm-hmm.
Where you're known as the lead guitarist.
Yeah.
What's inspired you to strike out on your own, doing acoustic and taking on vocal duties yourself?
Well, my love for folk music, because for those who know Blues Pills, it's much more 70s blues rock, and the guitar solos and everything. I really enjoy that. But I've always, since I was a teenager, I started listening to Neil Young, and then it grew in me the love for a more what's the word when it's not so much going on, like just an acoustic guitar, and like really like where you can hear the song, where it's just about the song, and
unplugged.
Yeah, exactly, and it's about nothing else. And like a lot of like the jammy stuff I really like, but sometimes it's more about the with folk music you have to have a melody, you have to have also an emotion in that way. Like for me anyways, how I feel it is like it conveys like a deep emotion, and I feel it with Myles too. I hear it, in his like solo when he's just with an acoustic guitar. It feels even more personal to me, and for me that's both scary and also what art is about. So that's a long answer to why I did this thing. Just because, I love folk music, and I started to do it. Like a couple years ago, it started to. I just started to do it a little bit and started to write songs, and then like about a year ago, it just kind of became a bit more like, oh yeah, I'm going to release and record something.
Your vocals on the tour are drawing comparisons with everybody I've spoken to with Neil Young. How do you feel about that?
I feel great about it. I feel it's an amazing compliment, because he's I would say the musician that really got me hooked on folk music. after hearing the live at Massey Hall, 1971. It's just him, acoustic guitar and piano, and after that I just kind of like, that was like the opening door of like a guy and his guitar or his piano, and nothing else can touch me in that way, you know, musically. And so yeah, so if someone, you know, brings up Neil Young, that's a huge compliment.
What other musical influences, if any, have you brought to your solo material?
Oh, John Martin, Scottish fellow. Oh, I was just listening to some John Martin before I saw your message. Big influence, especially on this project. John Martin, Nick Drake for the Scottish, Bert Jansch and John Ranburn. So a lot of the 60s psychedelic folk, kind of like crazy good guitar player, acoustic guitar players. I don't know how good they got, you know, like there was just like so many at that time that really had, you know, open tunings and finger picking, and so, and also like Tim Buckley for the Americans, and so some like folk from, you know, yeah.
I've been listening to your EP Hungry Ghost this week quite a bit, and I've found it to be hauntingly beautiful.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a bit more about the songs?
Yeah, well, the songs are quite personal and at the same time slightly vague in the lyrics, intentionally, because it's kind of like half of it is about me and half of it is about other people that I've seen myself or witnessed. But it's more like I'm trying to express a feeling more than just like, here's exactly what happened. I was at 3 a.m, like blah blah blah. And so it's more like, this is how I felt, and maybe you can relate to that in your own life rather than me telling you, you know, exactly.
Yeah.
What, and it comes naturally too. I might write songs that are more direct, and I think Need to Love and Hello My Friend are the two songs that are not about me, and they're slightly more direct in that way. But still, you can wonder what they're actually about.
Everybody takes different things from the songs. That's the great thing about it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Can we expect to see you again in the UK soon?
I hope so. I really hope so. Yes, I love the UK and I love playing shows.
What about with Blues Pals? Any plans to come to the UK with Blues Pals?
Same here, I hope so. And nothing planned yet. We're still on a touring break for now, just some festivals this summer, and yeah, we'll see what you know, next year and everything. Once we start touring, I'm sure we'll hit the UK.
Well, Dorian, it's been great to talk to you again.
The same.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
And the remaining dates in the tour with Myles.
Thanks.
And good luck with the EP. All of us here at Rockfield Publications wish you all the success with the rest of the tour and your EP Hungry Ghost, which is available on CD, vinyl and all the usual digital outlets.
That's right.
Hope to see you in the UK again soon, Dorian. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much.